so here he is, the Nigerian Nightmare, and you can also now call him the UFC welterweight champion. He had to go 10-0 in the UFC to finally realize that UFC belt, beat Tyron Woodley, and establish himself as the standard at 170 pounds.
And he never lost track of what was out in front of him. Even though he had to win 10 fights, Kamaru Usman understood that he would do whatever it took to become UFC champion, and when he got that opportunity, it was the wrestling, the cardio, and the ability to follow the game plan set out in front of him by Henry Hoops and Greg Jones that allowed him to blank Tyron Woodley on the scorecards and win that welterweight championship. Unbelievable performance by Usman.
Truly one of the hardest workers in the game, and if you watch that Woodley fight, you get the sense that it is going to take a Herculean effort for somebody to dethrone the new hunted at 170 pounds, Kamaru Usman. Well, this is exciting here, DC. The founder of Jeet Kune Do, one of the founding fathers, really, of mixed martial arts, Bruce Lee, is back in a big spot here tonight.
Bruce Lee is what every kid looked to when they thought about doing karate. Bruce Lee is the person that anyone looked at when they said, I want to be a fighter. It was the speed, it was the charisma, it was the approach of Bruce Lee that made him so special. And tonight, he's gonna look to show a new generation of fighters exactly how it's supposed to be done.
And if you hear the phrase, drillers make killers, right? I mean, that was Bruce Lee in a nutshell. He felt like practice would make perfect. Nobody trained as hard as the great Bruce Lee. Our tale of the tape for this heavyweight fight. 2 years apart, these two fighters. Some differences in height and reach as well. All right, now to get us started,
ladies and gentlemen,
here's Bruce Buff.
This is the main event of the evening. And when the action begins, our referee in charge, Dan Mergliata. And now, this is the moment UFC fans around the world have been waiting for. Live from the sold-out Madison Square Garden Arena in New York City, it's time! 5 rounds in the UFC heavyweight division. Introducing first, fighting out of the blue corner. This man is a wrestler holding a professional record of 20 wins, 2 losses. He stands 6 feet tall, weighing in at 170 pounds. Fighting out of Boca Raton, Florida, Kamaru, the Nigerian Nightmare, Usman. And now introducing his opponent, fighting out of the red corner. This man is a mixed martial artist making his professional debut here tonight. He stands 5 feet 7 inches tall, weighing in at 145 pounds. Fighting out of Los Angeles, California, USA, Bruce the Dragon Lee!
All right, commit to the rules in the locker room. I want you to obey my commands at all times, protect yourself at all times. I want a nice, clean, safe fight. Touch gloves, back your corners, come off there.
Ready?
All right, here we are inside the home of the New York Knicks. It is Madison Square Garden, and I think a lot of people remember when Conor McGregor and Eddie Alvarez ushered in this judo throw. Let's see if he can capitalize and lock up a sub.
You got to try to find whether or not you're going to land ground and pound here or if you're going to go to submission.
Side control now. Strong bottom work here, staying busy. Oh, and he's able to land a strike there from the bottom. Nicely done by Lee. Outstanding ground and pound here. Somewhat of a lost art in MMA, at least in terms of making sure that every strike counts. Not an issue for him.
He's making every single one of them count. He is not pity-patting. He's not touching. Every punch that lands, he wants you to feel it.
Close guard. All right, so inside the open guard of his opponent. You gotta be careful playing around for too long here on the ground with this guy. Well, as usual, suffocating work from the top here by Usman. Oh, the ground and pound strikes continue to rain down. The opponent better move out of harm's way or the referee's gonna stop this.
He better start to move, and when his opponent starts to posture, he needs to put his feet on the hip, push him away to try to escape this very very dangerous position.
Under 3 minutes now to go in the round. Oh, these are some serious punches from the top here. He's continuing to maintain good posture and making these strikes count.
He's doing a really good job of watching for the up kick, making his punches count while not putting himself in danger.
Posturing up now.
And now the damage is about to start.
Pretty good ground and pound by him here. He told us on Thursday he needed to be more effective in these situations. Certainly effective tonight.
Many people have gone away from this style of fighting. This man has embraced it, and you are seeing why he's one of the best that we've seen do it in a long time.
I mean, how many can he take? All right, he's trying to control posture here. Now trying to hip escape.
He's just trying to move out of this position off the bottom.
All right, so he postures up here and now figures to rain down some ground strikes.
Yeah, the ground and pound will be aplenty from this position.
The ground and pound has been there all night.
He's putting him in exactly the positions he needs to be in right now. He's able to relax here, and he understands, being a veteran of so many fights, that as long as he's on top, he's winning. He feels like he's winning here.
All right, so you got to be careful playing on the ground with this guy. You don't want to mess around for too long. A lot of top pressure being applied here as he works out of side control. Well, you got to stay busy on the bottom. He's doing it here. Nice punch. All right, so good ground and pound by him here. Certainly staying busy, and not just busy, but effective.
You can just throw punches to keep the referee off you. This guy is throwing punches to be effective, to throw damaging strikes. He's doing a fantastic job.
All right, a lot of tremendous striking action in that last round, DC. I know you don't have a telestrator, but take us through the replay.
I mean, I would love to have my telestrator right now. That was a great display of high-level mixed martial arts striking. Both combatants stood toe-to-toe and let it all hang out.
All right, listen, you did good that round, but I need you to do a little bit better. I need you to avoid that technique.
Okay, you ready? You ready?
Second round underway. Punch coming, it's blocked.
Game of inches right there, boy. Wow. It was good night if that landed.
Stuffs the takedown there. How good is his takedown defense? Oh, really using his reach advantage there with that punch, DC.
Oh, the difference in the striking is crazy.
And a nice job at least staying upright on that.
There's no tell on that leg kick. Big, powerful punch lands. Now he gets back to range.
Slips to avoid the right.
Clinch position.
Oh, nice scramble by him there. Takedown defense on point. He is a master in transition. Oh, head kick blocked, though, by Usman. Big knee there to the chest. Oh, nice job to lead the knee there by the taller fighter. And I think I just heard Daniel Cormier say, I wish I was a little bit taller. You're a baller, though, DC. Jockeying for position in the clinch. Both fighters here trying to get a more dominant position.
Big punch lands over the top. How's he gonna follow this one?
Well, he's really picked up the pace here in round two. Much more aggressive now here and starting to find himself in the pocket. Takedown defense holds up. Oh! Looked like he might have landed there. Instead, a swing and a miss by Usman. And that one certainly found the target.
Big body kick land.
Stuffs that takedown attempt without issue. And they separate.
Big punch land. Ooh.
Kick to the body by Lee. Oh, how about it? Huge kick landed. Oh, beautiful jab by him there. Got that to the target quickly.
He's dictating the fight with a jab.
And both guys really throwing with authority.
look at the whip action that comes from him throwing that kick.
Trying to go to the body now with the kick. That one misses.
Right hand punch from the clinch.
Pretty good right hand. 10 minutes in the books.
Listen, you got to get some He's landing way too many body shots. What is that?
All right, so we now look back at some of the action from that previous round, DC. A lot of good highlights on both sides.
I mean, a lot of good highlights from both competitors. They both should be very proud of what they accomplished. But I'm telling you, man, I'm not sure they can keep this up. If they land at this clip for another 5 minutes, somebody's going to sleep.
All right, so after he landed a high number of kicks in the previous round, we'll see if he can keep it going here as our next round gets underway.
He should stay the course. He's so educated with his legs and his feet that he's giving his opponent a...
Well, he hasn't really showed any signs of slowing down tonight. He continues to connect on a high volume of strikes here. Oh, man, look how quickly he gets that foot to the target. And they separate. Trying to establish that jab once again.
Straight punch lands. Way to hide that leg kick.
Oh, beautiful hook there. Trying to stay in this fight. Back to the feet.
Yeah, he mixed it all up.
Punch is blocked. Oh, shot to the body connects there. He hasn't really thrown too many body strikes in this fight, but now, as this fight goes on, he is not discriminating, working the body, and those shots are going to count. Both fighters throwing heat now. Just out of the range with that right hand.
Nice looping punch. Big body kick.
And he lands a kick to the leg now. Pretty good work on the feet tonight by Lee. Strong defense there to block the shot. And they separate. Well, you see him land the jab there. He's got the reach advantage. Might as well use it.
Great action to get to that takedown.
Under 2 minutes now to go.
Oh, this is where you don't want to be, though. Now the guy's got armbar. He's attacking it on him. Gotta be careful, armbar. You gotta recognize that when a guy starts to put his feet on your hips, you gotta move him off.
And this might just be a matter of time. And that will do it. It's a wild round and a wild sequence there on the ground, DC. Talk us through the highlight.
He's such a phenomenal grappler. I don't understand how people don't know that this guy wants to submit you. He is the best grappler, best submission specialist we've seen in a long time.
So there he is, your winner by submission. That could hold up as one of the better subs of the year. Near perfect execution tonight.
Ladies and gentlemen, referee Dan Mergliata calls a stop to this contest at 4 minutes, 7 seconds of the third round. For the winner by submission, Kamaru, the Nigerian Nightmare, Usman.
Well, the celebration is on in his corner, and hard to blame these guys, sort of waiting to exhale, get a huge win tonight, and not just the win, but they get it by submission.